right, I see that we are live on Twitch. I think I should be on YouTube as well. Let's see if we can get that going. Yes, we are. We are live on Twitch and on YouTube today. We are going to be making the Warbees famous on 2 platforms today. So, what do we have going on today? Let me tell you what we have going on today. We have the Flyweight division of the No Dip League war between the Warbees and Nines Aedem. Do you think it's Nines Aedem? Do you think that's how that's pronounced? It might be. So that is what we are doing today. It's a little bit of Son of a Bee versus Nines Aedem. Now, this is a 24-hour war. Only one hit, 20v20. So obviously we are not going to see the entirety of the war. And obviously we will show, I'm going to stream for 2 hours today. And I think there are some from Son of a Bee that have saved their hits so that they can do them live on stream. I don't know if that's true of the opponent or not. But the rules for the No Dip League Flyweight division are normal, I think, for Town Hall 9 only tournament. So these are all Town Hall 9s, 20 of them. 1 hit each, and only Town Hall 9 level troops. So you essentially have to be in a level 1 clan and get all of your clan castles filled by Town Hall 9s. Which means that OP witch hit, you know, the mass golem witch hit, that OP witch hit, go wee wee. Anyway, you put it's a go wee wee. Anyway, there it is. It's a go wee wee with the bowlers and the CC you cannot do because you cannot get bowlers at Town Hall 9. So it's a little bit of a limitation in terms of what you can do. And I think the idea is that the max clan castle troops make the offense overpowering for the defense. So, just a second, it's hot in here. I'm going to turn my fan on. There we go. So the idea here is that if you were allowed to have max CC troops, you might end up with an overwhelming number of wars that were draws at 15-15. And nobody wants that. It's really not fun to be playing in a league and then have all of your wars end up in a tie. So it's more fun if there's differentiation. And so how that plays out for me personally is the go wee wee with the bowlers. Maybe that becomes a go bow wee wee if you have the bowlers in the CC. I'm not sure. But that is a really strong attack at Town Hall 9. If you can put max bowlers in your clan castle, that's a strong hit. And I know that like the lava loons, if you have max loons in your CC, that can also be quite an overwhelming hit. So the way this plays out in the No Dip League Flyweight division is that you just have to limit what can be used both offensive and defensively in the clan castle. And that makes it, I guess, more fun, although for me it makes it more frustrating. So I do have an account in this and I will not do my hit on stream. And the reason I will not do my hit on stream today is that like the streaming rules say you can't scout the base live on stream. So if I were to sit here and scout the base, like I would have to do if I was going to hit it, you know how you look at it and decide how you're going to hit it. If I did that live on stream, that would be against the rules. I think the idea being that if you show it for too long, it kind of burns the base. And if you don't triple it, then you shouldn't be burning it. So I'm not really allowed to scout the base on stream. They're kind of sticky about the idea that if I'm streaming it and I'm chatting with you while I'm developing my hit, that it might not actually be my hit. It might be something that you all helped me with, and they're kind of finicky about that too. So I will not be doing my hit live on stream. I did not do it yet, and I cannot scout bases while I'm on stream, so you will not see me hit today. But what you will see is over the next hour and a half or so, I will show the triples that have already been tripled. I can show those replays over and over and over again, and we will show any live action. So the live hits, and I think some of my Son of a Bee teammates have saved live hits just for this moment to make it fun. Which, okay, I have to admit that Town Hall 9, like, this league, I find it really hard because it's hard to triple at Town Hall 9. But you know it's possible. It's like totally attainable, but somehow nearly impossible. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I am not so good at it. So I find that frustrating. At the same time, it's like super fun. It's kind of low pressure compared to all of those hits that I do that are higher pressure Town Hall 13 Esports hits. Which I don't really do that many of those anymore anyway. But alright, so let's see what kind of... So I'm on the Son of a Bee kind of team here. And I will just disclose that I have an account on the Son of a Bee team. I will do my best to be fair in how I present this, but I do have an account in Son of a Bee. And I am cheering for Son of a Bee. Don't get me wrong about that. I will cheer for Son of a Bee. So we have had a triple. Obviously, base 2 and base 3 are called. Base 4 is open. Base 5 has been tripled. Struggle has tripled base 5. Struggle is Jack. So I think we are going to go ahead and show Jack's hit on base 5. Because why would we not? And Jack decides with Kill Squad Hogs. One of my favorites, but you know, he took 2 P.E.K.K.A.s. I don't usually use 2 P.E.K.K.A.s. It's like there's not... Maybe this isn't Kill Squad Hogs. Maybe this is something else. Because it's sort of like... Like, what is this? Is this like Go Wipe with back-end hogs? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know the names of all the hits sometimes. So sometimes they'll come on and they'll go like, oh, that's the JoJo Yo-Yo hit. And I'll be like, I don't know what that is. But Struggle has put a couple jumps. Jumps very useful at Town Hall 9, although they don't last very long. If you're used to playing at Town Hall 13 with your max jump spells, these Town Hall 9 spells, they wear off so fast. It's so irritating. Pietro91, hello, how are you? So Jack, Struggle. Again, I don't really know if this is Kill Squad Hogs or if this is something with Hog Cleanup. I don't know what to call this. He did have CC Hogs, so at the end of the day, he's going to end up with 20 Hogs. I think we're going to call that Kill Squad Hogs. Kind of the way he's deploying it is like Kill Squad Hogs. Hello, Orange. Well, I will show any live hits that happen. Right now I'm showing a replay because there isn't a live hit. And now, this is a 24-hour war, one hit, 20v20. And so we will show the live hits that happen in the next hour and 45 minutes. Oh, from me? No, I can't because I'm not prepped and I can't scout the base on stream. So I will not be doing my own live hit today. Like when I have a little more time beforehand, I prep my hit ahead of time and I just do it first, which is what I did last week. But I was caught up with a ScoRpioNMoNkeyS Town Hall 13 war that I just got done streaming, so I did not get my own base scouted or my army trained. Unfortunately, because this is the War Bees, they jump all over the map like when it comes out, and so probably by the time I'm done streaming, it won't be a question of which base I hit. It'll be a question of how do I hit the one that's left. But that's okay. I'm good for a double. So that was a nice hit by Jack Struggle. Again, I don't know if that was Kill Squad Hogs or what you call that, but it was quite effective with the P.E.K.K.A.s. So let's see, we then had a triple by Dwalin. Let's replay that triple. Dwalin with drags. Zap drag. Last week, I accidentally played a base that had literally 3 air defenses that you could take down with 1 zap spell. It was terrible. Dwalin has seen to take down one far side AD with the zaps, and the Sui Queen to take down the other AD. Uses the Queen ability. Dragons all flying in. Seems to have a pretty decent drag funnel. Has a hound moving in there as well. It might have been a CC hound. Potentially. So has still 4 loons in Dwalin's pocket here. Yes, NDL Flyweight is only Town Hall 9 troops, both offense and defense clan castles, only Town Hall 9 troops. So you have to be in a level 1 clan, and you, like last season, I screwed it up a couple of times and showed up with a max poison in my CC and forgot to get rid of it. Like, you end up with star penalties for doing that. So, yep, it's only Town Hall 9 troops. So, that is, you know, it's Town Hall 9. With max CC, I guess the argument is that it's unbalanced. And if you have maxed clan castles, you might end up with a lot of perfect wars, and those aren't really so fun. But with only the Town Hall 9 clan castle, I think people think it's pretty balanced. Like, it's possible to triple, but you're not always going to triple. So, I don't know. It talks about, you know how in esports and in gaming there's this discussion about the idea of a skill cap, and how high is the skill cap, and at the top of the game, is there differentiation between the best players based on skill? And I think by limiting it to only Town Hall 9 troops in your clan castle, you end up highlighting, it makes the skill cap higher. So, yes, so I missed those the Town Hall Cups. I thought that was a really, I mean, I know that it was for, the 5th anniversary or whatever, but that was a nice idea. That it really was, the Town Hall 5, 6, 7, and doing one a week. I keep thinking Orange about, like I thought that was a nice construct, and it embraced players along the entire spectrum of Clash. And I keep thinking that if I had extra time on my hands, I would arrange my own set of tournaments kind of with that same premise. And I kind of liked how, I don't really know how you were, but for me, we had those, like, you'd start out and you'd have to farm up a new Town Hall 5 to play in that. But you could farm up a Town Hall 5. That didn't take that long. And then the month to get to Town Hall 6, you could do that. And then you'd really have to push it to max out your 6 to a 7 by the following month. And then there was really no way without just spending a lot of money to get your 7 up to an 8. And so a lot of people fell off there at an 8, but then they were back in 9. I don't know. I just thought it was a cool structure to increment those 1 month at a time. I liked that. And yeah, I thought that was a really good idea. And even the payouts that were less for Town Hall 5, and then it went up by $1,000 for each Town Hall, I thought was very cool. It was very well thought out, and then they only did it one time. So it must be expensive to run those tournaments, because the prize pools were honestly not that much for Supercell. All right, let's see what Schuyler did. So Schuyler has tripled King Sam Exit. So far we've had a Dragon Hit and... what was the first one? Oh yeah, that Pekka Hog thing. So Schuyler... Witches. So, as a Town Hall 9 player, sometimes we are made to feel ashamed of our witches. I personally try to not feel ashamed of my witches. They are in the game because they're good, but they are not good on every base. And so, just like any other troop, you have to decide where and when to deploy those witches. And as with any other troop, spell placement and timing are quite important. So I know that people think they're random and you can't trust them and you can't steer them and they're spammy, and I'm just going to say, you know what? They're in the game for a reason, and you can't triple every base with a witch. Therefore, it's not like the witch is just like totally OP. So I find the witch to be a very valid troop at Town Hall 9, but I know I'm in the minority. If you can use them, use them. I know. It's sort of what it's the game. The game allows it. I have trouble with the. There are a fair number of tournaments and Town Hall 9 community players who ban the witches. They don't, and I don't. But I find that to be like, I don't know why you would put that artificial construct in. You know, or why it would be the only artificial construct. So, you know, the WCL, the Warriors Championship League, I think that's what it's called. The WCL has this division that they call the blockage. And the blockage division, I think it's Town Hall 10s, but they block troops. So it's like a league, and you have a different opponent every week. But also over the 10-week period, there are different troops blocked each week. So specific troops blocked per week. So now that is an interesting construct. Oh, we got a live hit. Let's watch it. Here we go. So we have Loki from Son of a Bee taking on, oh my goodness, we're going to call this person Joke from 9's Aedem. And Loki has, every troop under the sun trained up here. There's going to be, I'm guessing this is a queen charge? What the heck is this? Drags? Loki has a lot of troops that are seemingly not sensical to me. But there's 10 wall breakers in there. That's kind of a lot of wall breakers. Hey, Toby Babe, how are you? You like blockage? It's kind of a cool concept, right? Spell placement is important, but it's still spamming. Well, I'm just going to say there's nothing wrong with a little spam. So we have the queen here. I'm assuming Loki is going to charge. It's possible that Loki's going to try to charge Loki's queen right into that middle compartment. And then pop in there and get down a couple of expos. Is that what's going to happen? Yep. So did break the wall into the middle compartment. The queen will go in there. The king too. And probably get out down the clan castle and perhaps some expos. Rages the king. The queen is just chewing on that hound. Has thrown down a wizard at 9:30 to clear some of the outside buildings. One outside building. That stupid hound is still flying. We need to give the hound a day of game penalty. Alright, so now we've got a couple of dragons. I think there were 3 dragons in this comp. And a loon going in at the town hall. So, you know, one of the things in the NDL Flyweight division you gotta do is you gotta make sure you get the town hall down. Because there's only 1 hit per base. So Loki has secured a double here by sending in those dragons right at the town hall. Won't get much more than that out of them. We have a few hogs sent in, a few other troops. So broke a golem into the compartment at 3. 48 seconds. I kind of feel like Loki has a complicated plan that's taking too long. It's hard for me to imagine we're going to get down the rest of this base in 37 seconds. I mean, the queen is OP, but is she that OP? So, 14. I think it's going to be a high double. But Loki had a really nice try here with you have to admit that was a fairly complex plan that I think it's just a time fail. Good try, Loki. Solid hit. Okay, so you're talking about spell placement is still spamming. Well, so my problem with the word spamming is that I think it's usually used in a derogatory context. And I am just not going to even entertain for a moment that there is one right way to play the game. I think there are multiple right ways to play the game. And if you are being successful, there's no reason to decide that one right way is better than another right way. So that's my problem with the word spamming, is that it's almost used universally with a derogatory tone to it. So back to our talk about the blockage. So that's where I think the blocked troops is interesting. But I think the blocked troops is interesting because everybody has to deal with these same limitations, and part of the challenge is how do you do your favorite attacks without them? Okay, so we watched Dwalin. I think we watched Schuyler, didn't we? We did not watch She's a Nice Lady. Let's see. Let's see if I think we watched this one. Yes, that was the witch hit. Okay, we did watch that one. Let's go back down, and until we get another live, we will watch the She's a Nice Lady replay. Again, witches. And we have a witch walk. I think we call that a witch walk. One of them at 9, and one of them, or sorry, at 3. That's a queen at 6. Witches and wizards placed in between. I was trying to do this hit the other day, and I was not having success with it. It was not working for me. But I've seen She's a Nice Lady get the job done with this hit a number of times. So it's hard for me to know exactly what I was doing wrong, though. We have a bunch of witches and wizards that are popping in with the heal. So the healers did move. Did they move? One of them popped over to the main troop push. A couple of jumps gets you all the way into the town hall zone. Now, see, She's a Nice Lady was very bold and confident in this approach. I have to admit, you know, we talked earlier about how NDL Flyweight is only one hit. So the importance of making sure that you get the double. I probably would not have hit it from this direction, thinking that if everything petered out, I wouldn't get the town hall. But She's a Nice Lady was very confident in the deployment of this attack. It looks like, you know, we started out with the queen at 6 on the queen walk, and it just looks like that queen is going to finish this whole thing off. There's not that many troops left. Oh, we have another live. So that was a triple by She's a Nice Lady. Let's see what's live now. We have Agent 007, who is going to Golem Wizard. Golems and Wizards. So it's interesting because I watch a lot of Town Hall 13 Wars, and I cast a lot of Town Hall 13 Wars where it's like hybrid, something else, hybrid, Yetis, hybrid, something else. At Town Hall 9, there's just a greater number of different attack styles that are used, I think. So, I mean, there was a P.E.K.K.A. in the CC. Dare we call this a go wipe? That would be funny if it was a go wipe. Maybe it is a go wipe. I mean, it only had one P.E.K.K.A. I always thought the go wipe had a couple more P.E.K.K.A.s than one, like 2 or 3. But what do I know about go wipe? I have not go wiped in a while. We used to have that joke about how, like, 2016 called and wants their go wipe back. But you can't really say that if you're tripling with it, huh? See if Agent 007 does indeed get the triple. It looks like Agent is going to get the triple. Look at that. It's got not too many defenses left in both hero abilities and a couple of cleanup archers. Gotta pop down here and grab the Tesla. 1:22 minutes, plenty of time. Agent 007 poisons the Tesla just for the swag value. And whoa, we have bombs galore. That will not hurt our hit though. A lot of golems left. Still have our Archer Queen ability. Still hasn't used those last couple of archers. Well, now Agent 007 has used the archers. Down will go the Tesla. Down goes the builder hut. Nice hit, Agent 007. That was fantastic. I still want to know if it's a go wipe or if that's something else. So if Agent 007 shows up, we have to ask, do I call that a go wipe? Nice job. Freaktastic has already put up a triple. So I'm just going to pause here and we're going to take a look at the stats. Just to say, so 10 attacks used, 6 triples, 5 attacks used, 3 triples. So the ratio is the same. Average destruction is higher for the opponent than for us. Interesting. Alright, what is this? This is Freaktastics. We'll watch Freaktastics replay since we got to see that fantastic... You know, maybe I should put some hype in the chat for that live triple. You know, like, clearly there must be some hype. Well, we watch Freaktastic. He is like a witch master. Hey, hey Dave Paderna, how are you? Alright, so Freaktastic went in with witches and I threw in a couple of Valks here. Which seems like a smart move. I always like how the Valks will zero right in on the heroes and just spin them down. So, the real Elcor. The real Elcor. Yo. You say yo, I say yo. We have a lot of yoing. I think Freak had 3 jumps in this comp. I've been messing around with 3 jumps in the witch comps too. Having them stuck on walls is where they die. Whew. Sorry about that yawn. Rainberry 17. Yo. We have a lot of yoing. So this turns out to be a nice hit by Freaktastic. I mean, he gets all the way to the end here and he's still got a bunch of witches standing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think at least 6 witches. Golem, swag, queen ability. Good job, Freak. Whoa! I got tired. So that is all of the triples that we've seen delivered by Son of a Bee. So now we're going to look at the triples delivered on Son of a Bee. But before we do that, I'm going to just scroll right down here to base number 15, which I will tell you is my base. I am KTM Vicious, and I am thrilled to see that it defended. I'm going to hide my screen just for a second so I can look at the comp they used. Because depending on what they used, I'm going to tell you something. Yep. Well, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm not going to show the base because it didn't get tripled, therefore it's not burned. Yes, Toby Babe, RT is in this war. RT is Mocha Poppy. So I bought my Town Hall 9 base that I deployed. I bought from Top End Builders. Yes, Top End Base Building this week. And they specifically told me this one was going to defend Sui Lalo, and it did. So, alright, so you want to know if RT defended. Mocha Poppy. Mocha Poppy has not yet been hit. So we'll watch the ones that have been tripled. Okay, so Struggle did triple, and now Struggle got tripled. Struggle is tripled by Hogs. Hey, Toby. I have a question for you, Toby. What do you call a Town Hall 9 hit that looks a lot like Go Wipe but only has 1 P.E.K.K.A? Is it still Go Wipe if it only has 1 P.E.K.K.A? So, Struggle, Jack, is getting hit by Simple. Oh, that's Avalanche? Okay. See, I knew that I figured there must be a name for it, and I just didn't know what it was. It was like golems and a lot of wizards with one P.E.K.K.A in the clan castle. Which isn't really enough P.E.K.K.A to qualify as Go Wipe. I didn't think. Alright, so Simple has rage, spending a lot of rage on this queen charge. Maybe it's a queen charge. I have a couple of hogs. Taking down that Expo. I guess 2 hogs is enough to take down the Expo when the Expo's firing on healers. Bummer about the loss of healers, Simple. Actually, we were watching a triple replay, so we already know that Simple triples this. Has some... It's kind of used as queen to take down this whole side of the base. Second heal spell down. Find some bombs under the heal though, it should be fine. Queen will grab this bomb tower. And that is going to be a hit by Simple with Swag, 3 Giants, Goblin, and King ability. Nice hit there, Simple. It was a simply nice hit. You need a new base. Yeah, but you tripled there, Jack. We watched your triple earlier. I did. I just got done saying that the base that I used, I bought from Top End Base Building this week. And it did defend. So, I guess it was worth it. Alright, so we now have... Because I'm not much of a base builder. I just will confess I'm not much of a base builder. So we had a hit by King Sam Exit on Icy. So, oh, Lava Loon. Oh, 5 Skellies. 5 Skelly spells. Is the idea here that you're just going to plop down 5 Skelly spells and kill the queen? King and queen down. That was fantastic. Maybe that was 5 Skelly spells and a rage. Wow, that doesn't leave you a lot of spells. But we already know it's a triple. So we already know that King Sam Exit had a nice plan on Icy. Queen's gonna grab that air defense. And then the attacker does not, King Sam Exit does not have any wall breakers, so she is just gonna, oh, she could reach that other one. Nice. I'll probably get her to step in and take down that sweeper too. Maybe not in time. Look at Nerves of Steel not using the queen ability. Dude, look at that tiny little sliver of life this queen had. I mean, that's crazy. That's just crazy. Hanging on to that queen ability for dear life. Hey, the real head bee in charge, HBIC, how are you? He did, yes, Jack. You need a new base, Jack. Because you're right, he's swagged 16 house space. That is absolutely true. You were not just tripled, you were... I think, Jack, you were humiliated. If we just want to give you the real talk here, is that you were utterly humiliated. On the other hand, you also tripled, so it kind of is a wash. So let's see if there's any other triples. There is. Another Bones got tripled. This is, I believe, Bones Deuce, the famous Bones Deuce at Town Hall 9, getting tripled right here. we got the good content right here. Ice Ice Baby is going to go after another Bones. Ice Ice Baby with, I think this is Kill Squad Hogs. I think that's what we would call this. Maybe it's Queen Charge Hogs. Like, when do you decide that all the troops that you throw in with your queen are a kill squad versus they're just troops to help you charge? You know, that to me is sort of like splitting hairs. Did do a nice job breaking in. I need to learn how to queen charge at Town Hall 9. I think it would help me at Town Hall 11. I'm sorry, 13. Well, 11 too, but... Poisoned down for the clan castle. Another Coco Loon going in. Rages up the queen because she is under fire by that expo. Also going to wall break. Have an OP raged wall break right there. Those are some pro-ass pro moves with the wall break by Ice Ice Baby. And then so we're queening out half the base, hogging out the other half. Still has a fair number of cleanup troops. Still has queen ability. Still has king ability. In fact, Ice Ice Baby has not even deployed the king. I don't think. Oh wait, yeah, there he was. Sorry, he was in. I missed him. Well, the king ability will make short work of that town hall. Along with those hogs. And it is just a matter of cleanup. And it would appear to me that Ice Ice Baby could have swagged a spell in five spots. So, Jack, you're not the only one struggling with this. Okay. Go on to the next triple. Look at me, doubled, not tripled. Last week I was tripled, the week before, well, I guess that last week is the first week, but I very commonly get tripled. So I am delighted to have one that made it only into the double zone. The Arab ape. There it is. Took me a while to decode that. Thank you for the follow, the Arab ape. I appreciate that. Whoops. So, 17 hours left in war. Again, one hit each. So, Son of a Bee is half done at this point. And at the half done mark, our triple rate is 60%. So, we got 6 out of 10 of our hits have tripled. Our opponent's triple rate is also 60%, with 3 out of their 5 hits. Average destruction by our opponent is much higher. So that's where we're at halfway through. We will now think a little bit about whether there might be another live hit to watch or not. I don't really know for sure if there's going to be another live hit or not, but there might be. My understanding was that the real HBIC... Are you in this lineup? Let's see who's in the lineup. Chief Royal 2 has not yet hit. Schuyler has hit. Schuyler tripled. The Nature Boy, who, as we know from last week, I always envision prancing naked through the woods with butterflies, has not yet hit. Saul has not yet hit. Freaktastic did hit and got a triple. Struggle did hit and got a triple. Icy did hit and got a triple. Oh wait, that's the enemy attack. No, say Jack got a hit. Okay, Icy did not hit. Sorry about that. Agent 007 did hit and got a triple. She's a Nice Lady did hit and got a triple. Trindle did not hit. Loki hit and got a 93% double. So we missed out on a good one there. NDZ did hit and got a 75% double. Another Bones hit. Did not hit. Lupe did not hit. I did not hit. Tex has hit already for a 79% double. Mocha Poppy has hit already for a 90% double. Dwalin has hit for a triple. Morgan has not hit, and Easton has not hit. So we still have a lot of war left. It's about half done for the bees. Let's see, 50. So if we kept up at this pace, we would end up with a 52. A war with 52 stars. Pardon me. So if we had a war with 52 stars, let's see how that would compare to last week's war. I must be doing my math wrong. 10 times 3 is 30. Yeah, okay, so I'm confused, right? What am I confused about? Oh, we have 20. We got 20 stars, that's why. Okay, forget it. I can't tell how we're doing. It would appear that last week's league is no longer in the log. That's weird. Oh, I didn't correct Friendly Wars. That's the problem. It's my problem, not your problem. Clan, Warlog, Friendlies. There we go. Oh, see, last week we lost this 43 to 50. We're kind of on a losing streak, aren't we? We need to do better. Maybe we... So 43 was our last week's score, though, for 20v20. I think we're on a track for a better score this week. At least so far we are. Still a lot of war left on both sides, though, so it's too early to call. How might this do? We will see if we get another live hit. I'll just wait a minute or two for that to happen. Meanwhile, I will bring everybody up to speed. What you're watching here is the No Dip League Flyweight division, which is an all Town Hall 9 division, only Town Hall 9 level troops and spells in all the clan castles. So that is kind of the trick rules, only one hit per account. This is, I think, week 2. So we're very early in the league. Morrigan has saved a hit to do while I'm streaming. Morrigan with the witches, with just a probably a go wee. Although there's no wizards. Did he deploy a bunch of wizards already? Or he just chose to go with a bunch of witches. It looks like that's a lot of witches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Were there like 10, 12 witches? That's a lot of witches, Morrigan. So Morrigan plops down the jump spell and has effectively funneled, I think, everything in the middle there. Queen has not yet started to work on that hound. And the hound is not that big of a deal until it pops. Hound has moved out of the poison, though, so the pups are going to do some damage before something gets over to there to kill them. And Morgan, let's see if we get that town hall down. We do. Nice job. So we have secured the double. This is the minimum accepted thing per Lupe, is to make sure you get the double. And Morgan still has some things left. You know, there's a golem over here that's tanking. There's the queen who's working through some walls, as she does. Clear out that. Is there enough here? Is there enough troops left to take down the rest of this base? There's still a Tesla farm, a couple other defenses. This Wiz Tower is always a fright. We've got Skelly's coming out. Plenty of time, 1:04, but maybe not enough troop strength to get the job done. That looks to me like it's about to end. It'll end with a high double. Not everything can be a 3. That is absolutely true. Good job, Morgan. 89% is so I don't know if this is true at Town Hall 9. At Town Hall 13, I often think about how like an 80+% double is not gonna win you the war, nor is it gonna lose you the war. Usually. Now, not at World Championship levels, but in most of the wars that I'm playing in, it's neither a winner nor a loser. That is the thing that just keeps you in the game. So I don't know what is it that just keeps you in the game at Town Hall 9. I'm not really sure. All right, solid hit there, Morgan. All right, so I have got to go get a cup of coffee. I am like yawning my head off. So I am going to go get a cup of coffee. I will be back in just a few minutes. If any of you are in the clan chat in Son of a Bee, tell people to wait 3 minutes until I get back with my cup of coffee. So, yeah, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hey, Bones, Tennessee Ken. Let's see. Real HB, you didn't talk to your witches before you hit. That was kind of rude. Gotta be. Did I miss a hit while I was out making my coffee? No. Okay, good. All right, are you Morrigan? I forget who runs which accounts. So, And I see Bones is here. Bones, who has some connection to the She's a Nice Lady. I guess that's his mother. I guess that's what I understood from last week. I did see the triple from your mother. All right, we have Lupe. Lupe going live. Ooh, that's a fancy base. Lupe is going to hit the Notorious Pig. So this will be fun. It's got an archer down there on a hut. Damn corner huts, you know. Gotta get him taken care of first, or you run out of troops and you got one left in a 99, and that's a pisser. So, Lupe has a queen walk, or, yeah, queen walk going in at 3 o'clock. Did indeed make a plan for the town hall this week, I see. Good job, Lupe. We have the command to make sure you get the double, and I see that Lupe has decided to comply with that this week. Queen is walking. Oh, did he do a wall break? He did do a wall break. I missed it. Nice job with that wall break, Lupe. Oh, did he expect that a second wall break there, or was he hoping to get all the way to the middle? I mean, he's got to get that queen down. He's got a Lalo trained, right? So he's got to take down the hound, take down the pups, and then, like, hope like heck that his queen walks in and gets the enemy queen down. I mean, that's really what needs to happen here, right? And the enemy queen does not even have that question mark over her head. There we go, or that exclamation point. Enemy queen does indeed engage. So, Lupe will get her with his queen, his sending in his loons and hounds. Queen is working on walls. Hound on the, there's a lot of air, oh my god, is he like bold as hell? Look at all these air defenses on the backside. Finds a Tesla farm. Hound is popping. Sweeper is sweeping. Queen is pounding on walls. That sounds sort of like a haiku. Well, it's not a haiku, like a poem, you know. Hound is popping. Sweeper's sweeping. Queen is pounding on walls. Maybe it sounds like a kid's book. So, can Lupe's queen and that one sad little wizard clear the rest of this base in 44 seconds? Plus, take down this king. Oh my gosh, somebody just subscribed. I missed it. Real HBIC, you subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Totally appreciate that. I love it. I don't know if Lupe's queen has enough to get through the remainder of this base in 18 seconds. It seems like that would be expecting a lot of your Town Hall 9 queen. Now, he had a nice plan. He's going to get a really high double here. He did the thing he needed to do and made sure he got the Town Hall. It's not quite going to be able to deliver the triple for us, though, today. Nice job, Lupe. Solid hit. But I cannot get out the 3 all day or it's a triple emotes for you today. Nice job, Lupe. So we are 12 hits in on our side and 5 on the, the other team is holding back. This is the thing that I've noticed about the Son of a Bee Town Hall Night Flyweight team is we are not shy about getting our wars done. It used to be that I thought I was going to stream the last couple hours of the war because that's when all the excitement would happen. But oh no, if you wait till the last couple of hours of a Son of a Bee war, it is over. We have already won or we have already lost by that point. So we are not shy about just getting in there and getting it done. Let's touch a butt. We're going to tickle a butt. Okay, this is an inside joke. I don't know. You guys can do your... You can have all the butt play you want. Here we go. Another Bones. Oh, this is what he's saying. Another Bones. Bones Juice is going to have apparently butt play with Simple. If that's a thing. So he is charging the queen. And has a witch walk down here. Lovely witch walk. A lot of witches golem. Did you see all those witches appear at once? He's got like a 4-finger drop or something on those witches. Bam, bam, bam. It was cute. And then the oh, he lost a bunch of wizards and maybe a witch on that giant bomb. Queen is going to turn and follow in the troops. I think that's a good thing. I think that getting her to go in there, she can help to tank, and with the healers on her, that should be a good thing. Have her jumping onto the inside. If Bones planned it that way, I'm going to give Bones credit for being some kind of a clash god, because I can't imagine like sending my queen over there and then assuming she would circle back around. His witch walk over here is also doing a nice job keeping everything up. Queen doing her thing, still has healers attached to her. Is under fire by that Expo, however, and will now have to chew through some walls. The Queen will do that. We've got the Witch Walk on the outside still taking down, very methodically working through the outside. Queen under heavy fire. He will have to use her ability here. But with the healers still on her, she's fully healed back up again. Hopefully gets that Expo down. Now is going to go after the air defense, thus saving the healers. Unfortunately, she picks a wall to go through and not, maybe one of the others would have been a smarter choice given the entire context of the raid. And unfortunately, the Witch Walk has lost the healers, and now they are on the King. He still has King ability left, and the King is just over there chopping away on that wall. We got a Queen firing on the wall. Witch is still circling. 29 seconds remain. Is it enough time? I think this is enough time, my friends. I think that another Bones, Mr. Bones Deuce, from Son of a Bee, is about to show us what a live Town Hall 9 triple looks like. With how many witches still up, King ability still there, healers still floating. That, my friends, was a beautiful hit. Very nicely done, Bones. And now, because you tripled it, I am going to get to rewatch that thing, and I am going to get to figure out if Bones planned for that Queen to wrap out and then whoop back in, or if he just got lucky. Was that planned, or was that lucky? Let's wait for Bones to come back, and then we can ask Bones if it was planned or if it was lucky. Or maybe it was unlucky. Maybe he didn't want that to happen, and it worked out. I think we're going to watch it again. Bones appears to not be back on stream just yet. However, I want to watch the beginning and see what happened with that Queen. Tennessee Ken is attributing it all to luck. No skill, all luck. Is that what you're saying, Tennessee Ken? Okay. I want to see, because the thing he did with the Queen, I got to see, because that Queen went in, and I did not expect that Queen to go in. I expected that Queen to go out. So here she is. She's clearing some stuff. Now, at some point, he drops a Witch Walk down here, too, but I'm really focusing on this Queen up top. And did he know she was going to move? Because see, right here, the cannon goes down, the archer tower goes down, and I expected that Queen to head towards 12. And she does, and then she wraps back around. What made her wrap back around instead of going to that camp? Did he know that that was going to happen? Because the fact that the Queen and the King were in the middle kind of tanking for all of these witches and stuff, I think ends up being one of the things that helps this attack triple. Also, like he had witches take down a hound over here. Who plans that? Bones, did you plan it that way? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be critical. It's just things go, like sometimes things like that on my hits go to shit, and then they go to shit. So, I'm seeing it on your hit, and it's not going to shit. It's going to triple. And that's nice. It's nice to see. Good job, Bones. Another Bones. I want to know how many Bones there are. You know, Bones deuce sounds like there's, you know, like a deuce, like 2. And this is another Bones. Like, how many Bones could there be? And is there, like, Bones Uno or Bones single? You know, Tennessee Ken, you're claiming it's lucky, and you know there's always a little bit of luck in every hit. Well, in every triple, because you either can get lucky or you can get unlucky. And I kind of like, now this is my own philosophy or my own idea, which may not be correct, but I kind of think that you end up, if you're really good, you can kind of plan for something like 85% of what happens, and 15% is where the luck factor or your ability to adjust on the fly comes into play. So, I don't know, maybe that's not true. Nice hit by Bones. Nice hit. So Bones and his mother both got triples, which means it's like a family 6-pack. So Chief Royal 2, Nature Boy, Saul, Icy, Trindle, Little Ol' Me, Easton. That's who we got left to hit. Let's see, our lowest double so far, I should not call you out for the lowest double. Looks like NDZ with a 75. Our opponent has not done nearly as many hits. And their lowest is a 90. Holy 99 by the opponent. On fresh hits, there is luck. I would agree. Scoob Walk. That's a funny name. Okay. Who's up next? We've watched all the triples once. We're watching live hits. I'll have to re-show another triple if there's nobody else who's ready to hit. Let's re-show Jack's base getting tripled. Actually, before we do that, let's just come down here and look at my base and see that it didn't get tripled. I'm just going to point that out. I didn't get tripled straight up. So I am happy because I think I've been tripled in almost every NDL flyweight that ever happened. And I, made some investment to prevent it this week. And so it's good to see the investment paying off. So we will replay the hit by Simple on Jack. Other times that I've done NDL flyweights, if it's closer to the end, I keep a tally of what's tripling. Mostly because I kind of like witches, and usually when you look at the tally, the witches triple more than anything else. And so it becomes my defense for using witches. Simple just managed to I don't know if they knew, but happen upon the Tesla farm fairly early when it could be dealt with under queen ability quite effectively. And I'd also like to point out that Simple did not panic and managed to keep that queen up. Decided that keeping that queen up was very important for the success of the hog raid. Simple did a nice job with this. I mean, you know, the funny thing about showing, like, replaying all the triples is that they're all triples. So, there's not a lot of suspense when you're replaying the triples. Hopefully we'll get another live hit. Next week, if I'm on the roster again, I will try to... Yeah, I had a ScoRpioNMoNkeyS war right before this one, so I did not have time to scout the base and get my own troops ready. So I really prefer to do my own live hit on stream. First off, before there's anybody watching. Then I can say I did it without anybody watching. Nice hit by Simple. We're just going to go back and forth between opposite sides of the map, rewatching these triples. We just saw Bones. We're not going to watch that again. We'll watch Struggle, though. We just watched Struggle get hit. Now we'll watch Struggle hit. So if we were to follow the logic that Struggle got tripled and he tripled, and that's a wash, then if I get doubled and I double, then that's a wash, and that should be okay, right? No, not okay, because you want to win, therefore you have to get a slight advantage. So, Struggle did a nice job here. Made sure to grab the Town Hall with his kill squad. Actually, this is the hit that I wasn't sure what to call it, because I didn't know if this is kill squad hogs, because it doesn't really seem to have enough hogs to be kill squad hogs. But it's got too many for it to just be like a something with hog cleanup. So, I don't know what this is. Somebody earlier told me that the go wipe with only one P.E.K.K.A. at Town Hall 9 is now called Avalanche. So somebody should tell me what this hit is called, where it might be like kill squad hogs, but not with that many hogs. But this hit, so I was doing a hit, I mean, this could be, it's like stoned go-ho, right? Let me think about this. So I was doing a lot of stoned go-ho for a while. I really enjoyed stoned go-ho. Oh, Avalanche is 5 golems? Who did the hit with the... We'll have to watch it again. Somebody did a hit that had 2 or 3 golems, a bunch of wizards, and a P.E.K.K.A. Well, it doesn't really have to be a named attack either. I just, you know, if I don't know what it is and it has a name, someone should be kind and tell me. Because as far as I know, there's not like a written reference anywhere of all the names of attacks in their troop comps. So I was... Oh, we have a live. Let's watch the live. We have Easton going in. Easton, my friend Shane, who has accounts that he has named after his children. So I think he has one named Shane. And he's got one named Emerson, and this one's named Easton. And it seems like maybe he's got one more. And I think the third kid also starts with an E, if I remember right. So Shane is doing hogs. He is doing... was that a stoned go-ho? This might be a stoned go-ho. He's healing up those hogs that are near the town hall. He's got wizards on that town hall, so he will... That's his plan. This looks to me like he's got a lot left in the tank here. Now, there is a Tesla farm that he'll have to work through. Queen is still up and still has queen ability. Nice, plenty of hogs. There are skellies on those hogs, but there's not a lot of defenses left. So the likelihood that he has a problem is very low. That, my friends, I think, is an Easton triple right there. I think that's what that is. Do we have a different live HBIC? HBIC, which I learned last week means head B in charge. Apparently, the real HBIC is the head B in charge. Which is, there's a lot of Bs. So that's a big job if you're the head B in charge of so many Bs. So, beautiful hit by Easton right there. And we now, let's look at our stats. Look at the war stats. 14 attacks in 8 triples by Son of a Bee. 8 divided by 14 versus 3 divided by 5. Someone do the math and tell me if we're ahead. Yes, Shane did a great, actually, you know, Shane did a great job. It seems like we should give him some, it's a triple emotes. There you go. So 2.57, so we're close on stars. The opponent is still ahead on average destruction. So, but 14, how many, what did I say? 8 divided by 14 versus 3 divided by 5. I'm just trying to decide who's got a better triple rate. And that math, I kind of, 8 over 14 is 57%. 3 to 60. Okay, we're very close on the triple rate, but 9's Aedem is slightly ahead on the triple rate. So there's, for them, there's plenty of war left. For us, there's only 6 hits left, and one of them is me. So that's always something to be concerned about. And like I said, the bees, the war bees, Son of a Bee specifically, are not shy about thinking that the war we should just do it. They, like that whole idea that you'd wait till the last 2 hours to do your hits, nah. They just hit whenever. And actually, so it seems like if you wait till the end, it's long over before you get to the end. So, let's rewatch. I think we've watched most of these twice, so I'm going to just rewatch that one we just watched. The Easton hit on hand. Which this is a stoned go-ho. He does not even have a max king. That's Shane. He did a nice job here. I think it's all about the spells. You know, he didn't do, well, I don't think he did surgical hog deployment. It was sort of dumped them all. A nice job with the spells. Got it done. Good job, Shane. Nice triple. Beautiful triple. It's good to have triples. It's good to have all of you do so well that when I fail miserably, you cover it up. I'll try to not fail miserably, but I swear my Town Hall 9 triple rate is like maybe 1 in 5. It's not very good. Beautiful hit, Shane. Nice job. Alright, I was kind of going back and forth to put some balance on it. So we will re-show the hit on Icy. Hey, Burzy. How's Burzy? How are you today, Burzy? Are you seeing these pro-ass pro moves down here with 5 Skelly spells in a rage to get rid of a king, a queen? And my recollection is that air defense also. No, my recollection was wrong. We don't get rid of the air defense. But not a bad idea to take care of all those heroes. You're doing great. You're just about to sleep. Ah, CC without pulling CC troops. That's like the sneaky gob trick up at Town Hall 13, when when the CC is, because sometimes you find them on the edge of the map and you throw those sneaky gobs in to take it down without pulling. Nice trick. Very nice trick. It did take 5 Skelly spells and a rage though, so it's not like it's free. Yep, Sam exit did a nice, or King Sam exit did a nice job. I was working on my Lava Loon this week. I would really love to be a Town Hall 9 Lava Loon attacker, but made the Sui a lot easier. Yes, it did. But it took so much spells. I always look at those tactics like that and they're like, oh god, that's a lot of spells. 5 Skellies and a Rage to essentially get the clan castle and both heroes. And I guess that's worth it. I mean, obviously it was worth it on this hit because it tripled. It's a good choice. But I always struggle with, man, that's a lot of spells. Are Town Hall 9 loons slower than Town Hall 10? You know, I don't know the answer to that. Actually, let's see. Let's take a peek at, if we were to train our troops, damage per second, damage when destroyed, hit points, training cost, training damage. I would guess no, because it's got a movement speed that doesn't appear to increment with level. It looks like they just start 10, whatever 10 means. Oh, it could be the hastes. So let's see about the hastes. Yeah, so speed increase from a haste, and the haste duration is significantly improved at higher levels. You could do some Town Hall 9 FCs. Burzy, that's like Tactic Tuesday. Don't you think? Tactic Tuesday, Town Hall 9 Tactic Tuesday. I tried to do that last week. I got a few, but so one of my problems is that, so a lot of the accounts in Son of a Bee, I'm just gonna be honest, they're seconds and alt accounts, and most of them are maxed out. So it's not like people are farming them up, which means if you go into the clan during not war, it can be quite inactive. And so I had my account in there and I was looking for some FCs so I could do Tactic Tuesday with Lava Loon, but it just was not going to happen in Son of a Bee, because a lot of these accounts are indeed seconds and alts and they're maxed out, and you know, we just kind of let them sit between wars. So yes, Burzy, we should do some FCs, but not today, because today I have to do this. And then tonight, I have to plan my hit. So, I have every intention of tripling. We'll have to see how these bases look. You'll be back for Tactic Tuesday? You're going to work on your Lalo? Are we going to work on Town Hall 9 Lava Loon? Let's do it. The question is, Burzy, are we working on Sui Lalo or are we working on Queen Charge Lalo? Which should we work on? And hi, Paul180380, how are you? You think Sui? I think, Sui's got fewer moving parts to it, I think. Queen charges always have moving parts. More dependable on the loon placement. Yeah. Alright, Burzy. You and me and anybody else watching, Town Hall 9 Tactic Tuesday on my stream Tuesday midday. Sui Lalo. That's what we're working on. You're knackered. Knackered. I had a problem, Paul 180380, and it was that I had a real hard time watching Worlds after all of my hopes and dreams were squashed. So I didn't watch any more after that, because all of my hopes and dreams were squashed, and I just couldn't watch it. What's the best thing you saw today, Paul 180380? Is SMK out of Worlds? Yes. We got knocked out in the round of 64, Bursey. First war yesterday morning. We lost by like 0.8%, I think, 4 buildings to Bad Zinger. So, yeah, we were 4 buildings shy of taking out Bad Zinger. And then we became despondent. That was respectable. Okay, S3X Hammer HK. Is that supposed to say Sex Hammer Hong Kong? Is that what that's supposed to say? Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Your 3-year-old bringing your Father's Day card. His face was a picture. Really nice, Paul. I have an empty nest. I don't think either of my kids has called my husband. I'm not sure, though. And I have a plan that I am supposed to call my dad when I'm done streaming here in about a half hour. Oh, is it Essex Hammer? What's an Essex Hammer? And what's the HK? Essex Hammer HK. Well, Essex is a place in the UK, yes. But then why is it HK? Like, HK is the abbreviation for Hong Kong. Essex Hammer, Hello Kitty. Oh, are you part of the Hello Kitty? Okay, there we go. So you didn't really like me calling you Sex Hammer? Sorry about that, man. Sometimes I have trouble decoding the names. Sorry. Whoops. Sorry, Bursey. I mean, I know I said it first, but you saying it back to me is making me choke. Because it seems so ridiculous. Okay, but there are so many Twitch names that are absolutely ridiculous. So... Oh no, I'm crying laughing. This is no good. Essex Hammer, Hello Kitty. That's maybe a better choice than Sex Hammer Hong Kong. Okay, let's throw a hit. Oh, now my nose is running. You made me laugh so hard that I'm crying and my nose is running. Let's watch this. Let's watch this hit. Wait. I have to make sure that I'm not showing only the hits on the other side of the map. So, you know, Bones tripled. Let's watch Bones get tripled by Ice Ice Baby. Let's do that. That was that was one of the funnier things that's happened today. Me? Are you asking me? If I build my own bases? No. In this particular war, I got tripled so many times that I was sick of it, and I had kind of been like taking bases from wars that we were in and tweaking them and doing, because I'm really not much of a base builder. So I had tripled. I got so sick of getting tripled that between last week and this week, I contracted a builder from Top End Base Building, and this week's base did indeed defend. So I did not build my own base. Top End Base Building built me a base. It defended. It did its duty. So this is a huge shout out to the Town Hall 9 builders at Top End Base Building, because they did a nice job. And we have ice. So we're seeing a lot of hogs this war. Have you noticed that? So Burzy, here's the interesting thing. Well, I don't know if it's interesting, but I bought these Town Hall 9 bases, and the first thing I used one of them for was, I don't know if you were on stream when I did that me versus Toby 5v5, but I put the base up in that, and it did not hold up well at all with Max Clan Castle. But I don't think anything holds up well with Max Clan Castle. But then I threw it up in this, for a bunch of FCs with only Town Hall 9 Clan Castles, and then I put it on this war map, and with only the Town Hall 9 Clan Castles, it's held up quite well. So 13s. 13s are tough. Yeah, I have my sources, but I'm worried that my sources will get overloaded. Talk to me offline about that, Burzy. Dev Patel, you're using hybrid to become better, but your warden is down. What spell comp would I recommend? I don't know that you can do hybrid with your warden down, because everything's going to die on the town hall without the tome. I think I would recommend not doing hybrid without your warden, because I think everything's going to die on the town hall without your tome. I think you need to do something that is more robust if you're going to do it without your warden, and I might suggest dragons. You can't do loons because they're all going to die on the town hall. Hogs, miners, they're all going to die on the town hall, but dragons tend to stand up okay to that town hall. I'm assuming you're talking about town hall 13. So, I mean, if you're talking about town hall 11, then everything I just said doesn't make any sense. But let's see. Should I be satisfied paying for a base that holds 90% plus defenses and more than every now and then gets tripled? Dev Patel, if it were me, I go regular drags. I think they're beefier. But at Town Hall 11, the E-Drags, I would go E-Drags probably. I don't know. Drag Bat or E-Drag, something. Okay, we got a live hit here. So let's see what's happening with Chat High on Morrigan. I think the real HBIC is the one running the Morrigan account. So we have a queen sneaking into this little alleyway. Oh, the Quad Quake did not get as far as Chat High wanted it to, and the queen is pounding on a wall while the healers are dying. Painfully dying healers to that air defense. I think that was either a slight misplacement or a slight miscalculation on the Quad Quake. So out comes the Clan Castle, and he does drop a rage, but there's just not enough healers left to get the job done. The CC is out and wandering. Well, let's just be frank about it, fucking everywhere. This Clan Castle is screwing everything up. A Hound and some loons go in. Hound pops. There's still some loons. Attacker has a few hogs and a loon left. This feels to me like... Oh yeah, and baby drags. Okay, this is a baby drag hit. Took me long enough to figure that out. I do not understand these baby drag hits. This like thing where you have to like judiciously sprinkle them in one at a time causes me. I'm so impatient. Anybody who watches my normal streams says that will tell you that I like hits best if I can dump out all of my troops in the first 15 seconds and then just worry about spells. So this thing where you trickle these baby drags in one at a time slowly, I do not have the patience for it. And this is going to be a pretty strong defense by Morrigan. Yes, we had a wall breaker fail. It was baited, failed on the wall break. Yep. Quad quake wasn't miscalculated. Wall breakers didn't make it. Okay. I missed the wall breaker fail when I was watching it. I'm glad you guys all saw the wall breaker fail. I cannot replay a failed attack. So, nice try there by the attacker. Chat hi. So, Burzy, you were asking if you should be satisfied paying for a base that holds 90% defenses more than every now and then gets tripled. I mean, it kind of depends what you ask for. So, if what you want is an anti-3, then a 90% plus double is a success. So, I think you need to just think about what it is you're asking for. On whether or not a 90% plus. Now, it gets tripled, you know, there's a lot of... So, here's sort of what I think, Burzy, is what are... Like, if you think about what are the primary attack metas right now at Town Hall 13, you've got the hybrid that is, like, all over the place. You've probably got either a Yeti Smash or a Yeti Bat that is very commonly deployed. And you've probably got something like... Dragon, Dragbat. I see kind of those three iterations the most. And so if your base defends like the three most popular metas, then you should be satisfied. And if somebody comes off, maybe Lalo. Forget the dragon and add Lalo. So if somebody comes up with an off meta attack that triples your base, I don't think you should be disappointed by that. If you were able to force the attacker to come up with the off-meta attack to triple it, that's kind of a signal of an extremely good attacker. Because you can't really build a base that's going to defend everything. What you want to do is you want to force your opponent into picking, either trying to wedge in an attack that doesn't fit the base very well, so they screw up that way, or picking an attack that they're not as good at, so they're more likely to screw up. I mean, that's really, in my opinion, that's the mind game at the highest level of play, is forcing the off-meta attack. So if it does not hold hybrid, then I'm going to say that it's not a very good design, because hybrid is ubiquitous right now. And if you're a base builder, if you can't build to defend hybrid, then I think there's an issue. So I think that's got to be the most commonly used attack I don't know. I mean, as you like you see more and more and more Lalo as you kind of go up in levels, I think. So at the level I watched most of, kind of a esports level tournament play, I see a hell a lot of hybrid, and if you weren't defending hybrid, you should. Because let's face it, hybrid's a robust attack. A lot of people will use hybrid because you know dang well that you're going to be able to get the double with that hybrid, and that you'll have a chance for tripling. It's got that going for it. People who use the Lalo, Lalo's got more risk to it. So, I think you want to try to force the risky attack by defending well the meta. That's my take on it. But, I make shit up all the time. You ask me, I tell you my opinion. So, all right, so back to Town Hall 9. We are 14 hits on our side, 6 hits on the other side. If we run our stats, we are 8 for 14. So they're at a 50%, and we are at higher than a 50% triple rate. this puts us in a good position. Most people that use Lalo competitively know what they're doing. Yes, this is true. That's why, I mean, that's why I did list off 3 attack metas, and I said you really want your base to defend against those 3. And if your base builders are testing, or you are testing against those 3, then that's what you should do. And I do think it's hybrid. It's some version of Yetis or Yeti Bat, and it's Lalo. Whether that's a Queen Charge Lalo or a Sui Lalo, I might loop all of those together as Lalo. Well, so you said there, Burzy, most people that use Lalo competitively know what they're doing. And then you said, except you. Are you using it competitively without knowing what you're doing? We have Trindle going in here with Witches. We missed the first part of this. It looks like this is an Octo Quake. Quaked the first part, quaking the back part. We have Golems in here leading the charge and absorbing damage. We've got the Witch Skellies coming in. We have the Queen. She's taking down. We're only left with 1 Wiz Tower. So you know with the Witches, you always worry about the splash. We've got 1 Wiz Tower left and 1 Mortar. So now all we got to worry about for Trindle is giant bombs. Are there any giant bombs that are going to blow up all the troops? There is still, Trindle still has Queen ability this late into the attack, which makes me think this is a triple by Trindle. I believe a Trindle triple. Triply Trindle. Nice hit, Trindle. Good job. We're going to rewatch that because I did miss the first part of it. So I will put that back on and we will replay it. Good job. Are SMK doing WCL? Yes, we are. I registered for both the Elite Division and the Champions Division. Hopefully we're doing it. You know, there's like all this brouhaha right now about whether they're going to let streaming happen or not. But yeah, I think we'll do it. Are you doing WCL, Burzy? So this is the part of Trindle's hit we did not see, was the beginning. So this is a 2 Golem, 12 Witches. That's a lot. That's a mighty lot of Witch. And the choice of Octoquake is interesting. I often pick 3 jumps. I wonder if there was more value with the Octoquake on this base than there was with 3 jumps. Because with 3 jumps... Oh, and the Skelly spell. Okay, I did not notice the Skelly in here before. Where does Trindle use this Skelly? Is it on the Queen? No. That Skelly just went in on something, but how can I be watching for it and I missed it? Oh, it is on the Queen. Yes. Oh, we got another live. All right, we're going to pop out and watch the other live. Here we go. We have the attacker from 9's Aedem on Saul, who is doing a hog hit. It would appear to be a kill squad hogs. So you joined a 5v5 inside KG. That's that Finnish word that I forgot how to say it already. I decided I was gonna listen. It's not Finnish, it's Swedish, right? I decided I was gonna listen to it again before I ever had to cast a war with the name of that clan in there because I forgot how to say it already. But they are, I think they're solid. Alright, the Queen has gone in. Queen has taken down the clan castle. The enemy Queen is still up, but will go down shortly. So she is dead. We have hogs moving through. Heal spell down this big open space right here, which baited the heal spell, I think, showing as there are indeed no bombs right there. That was a second heal spell over here. Skellies are out. The attacker has poisoned the Skellies. A lot of hogs left here. In fact, the queen is still up despite having no healers and having her just be suied. She's making a lot of headway. I think that the attacker from 9's Aedem, this might be a triple. With 1 minute and 20 seconds left, it seems like a lot, with hogs still running around and there's no heroes or anything to stop it. This is a triple by 9's Aedem. Nice job, 9's Aedem. It's a triple all day. You've beaten War Whales and Double Barrel in friendlies. Well, okay, I have to tell you. Can I just tell you something about friendlies? Here's what I'm going to tell you about friendlies. ScoRpioNMoNkeyS does friendlies all day long. And all day long, constantly there's friendly wars going on. You get what I will call somewhat random rosters based on whoever's around and wants to play. And they sometimes try out new things and they throw hits. And so that may not be representative of the competition that you're going to see, I guess, is what I'm going to say. So I track stats for ScoRpioNMoNkeyS, and I track them only from legit tournament wars, because the friendly wars, oftentimes, if you took those stats and included them, they would be quite misleading about some of our attackers' capabilities. So just bear that in mind. But it is good to have fun doing it anyway. It's good to play your games and have fun. All right, so that triple by 9's Aedem. Let's look at our stats now. You know, I'm a big tracker of the stats. 9 out of 15 for us, and you have 4 out of 7. So 9 divided by 15, 60%. 4 divided by 7 is 57. It's still very, very close on our triple rates. Son of a Bee much further into this war with only 5 hits remaining, one of which is sadly me. Let's see how many bases I will have to choose from. Number 6. 15, 16. Oh, no one else has called anything. All right, well, I will have 5 bases from which to choose when it's my turn. Count Burrs, you're going to head to sleep. All right, sleep tight, Bursy. Dream of good coffee dates. What do I think of they drop out of high tourney? What do I think of they drop out? Who's dropping out? And which tournament? I don't think I know what you're asking me about exactly there. Oh, I missed it when Vinzo followed me. Vinzo 3090, I missed your follow 13 minutes ago. Thank you for that follow. What do I think if they drop out of high tourney? So there's 2 ways that I could interpret that. One way is, what do I think about about clans dropping out of leagues, which I can tell you is really, really hard on the clans that stay, because all of a sudden you have bye weeks where you were supposed to play, and all of a sudden the number of wars everybody gets is not even, and so the league has to figure out how do you score a default win from a clan that forfeited. And so I wish clans didn't do that. At the same time, you know, sometimes things happen in your clan and you can't do anything about it. So, you know, what should a league do? So that's one way I can interpret that. The other way I can interpret your question is, what do I think about, and I'm guessing it's related to the clans that are getting banned from Worlds. I think that's what you might be asking me about. And what do I think about that? I think that what has happened at the high end of our game is a crying shame. I think that there are a lot of really, really, really good players with accounts that they got from their brother, you know, and that they can't play in Worlds because they're worried that they will lose their account, or they play and then they get banned and then an entire team gets disqualified. And to me, it seems like I understand that Supercell wants to enforce their terms of service, but it seems to me that going back to things that happened 3 or 4 or 5 years ago before they were enforcing those terms of service and enforcing them now in a way that really prevents people who are absolutely at the top end of the game from playing, I think is a shame, because I think you end up with championships that don't have really a representative player base. And so I don't like that. I wish there was a solution that met all the criteria, but I don't know what it is. All right, so we have Begin 300 IQ from 9's Aedem, who is going to attack Schuyler from Son of a Bee. And Begin 300 IQ has pulled the clan castle, has started a queen walk, will poison the clan castle, and will kill the clan castle with the queen. We have a wizard doing wizard's work, making funnels. We've got a king walk. Is this a king walk? Is this a king walk I see over here? This appears to be a king walk. I did not even know that king walk was a thing, but seeing where the air defenses are, I guess it will work. The sweeper's kind of blowing those healers away. Queen is wandering down over here, and he will have to, the attacker does have to use her ability. In goes a bunch of Valks with wizards behind. The Valks all go in, the wizards only half go in. They're following the king. Valks took down the queen really fast, but they are going to head to the wings. They're not going to head to the middle. Maybe the attacker knew this. And we now have, I guess those healers are still on the king. The town hall did go down. And the queen is still up. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Seems like plenty. We do have this queen pad in the middle here with one lonely wizard going after it. Tesla farm popped up. Queen on king. 1 minute and 6. I'm kind of feeling like there's not much left here, and the attacker Begin 300 IQ from 9's Aedem has just put up a triple against Schuyler from Son of a Bee. I understood it right? When do I attack? I cannot attack on stream. The streaming rules don't allow me to scout the bases, and I didn't do it before, so I just can't attack. I will attack after I'm not streaming, unfortunately. I would like to kind of scout it and do this, but that's not, it's, the concern there is that I spend too much time studying a base and it kind of sort of burns the base. The other concern is that if I am planning my attack and my viewers are giving me advice, that might be cheating, and we don't want to cheat. So I will not do my attack on stream this time. My intention is to do my attack on stream, but I didn't get it. I had another war to do before this one, so I did not get it scouted effectively or get troops trained. All right, so I have about 5 more minutes of streaming. Just to summarize where we are in the war. Well, first of all, let's summarize about the war. This is an NDL Flyweight division. Flyweight is all Town Hall 9s, only Town Hall 9 troops in the clan castles. 1 hit each, 20v20. That is the construct for the league. This is the 2nd week of the NDL Flyweight division. And I play on Son of a Bee. Just to disclose my affiliation, I am number 15 on the war map, KTM Vicious. And we are, at this point in our statistics, Son of a Bee has used 15 out of the 20 attacks. 9 of them 3 stars, while 9's Aedem has used 8 attacks, 5 of them 3 stars. We are just neck in neck on the triple rate here. It's pretty astonishing, actually. In terms of the attack stats, 9's Aedem is slightly ahead on percentage, but not, I would not call that a significant or resounding lead. It's just a little lead. So that's where we are at in the war right now. We'll see if anybody wants to hit in the next couple of minutes. And we will throw up another replay while we wait. Just throw that replay up and see if anything is if anybody goes live while we're watching it. So you said I understood your question right, which must have been the question about people getting banned from Worlds. There's a couple of things that I think could make our game better. And one of the things is if there was some kind of an esports mode that would allow you to play with the max troops at level, or there should be something that allows you to play within the terms of service. Without accelerating the farming. I don't know exactly what I'm getting at here, but it just seems like, the people who are getting banned for... There are some that are probably getting banned for things like mods and bots and what I would consider cheating, like practicing hits and private servers and things like that. There's probably some getting, and those things don't contribute to fair gameplay in the game. But if you shared your account with somebody 3 years ago, or it used to be your brother's and now it's yours, that to me does not contribute to a non-fair play condition in today's match, and it shouldn't matter. So I don't know what the solution is, but I think it's a problem, and I think it's very dispiriting to the people who spend the most time, probably the most money, and are the most engaged with the community, to kind of be under this threat of having accounts banned for sometimes violations that didn't exist, sometimes are quite minor. And I don't know, to me there's a differentiator between the kind of thing, the kind of term of service violation that costs Supercell money, which is what we're talking about here. An account sharing violation is at its core the kind of violation that just means Supercell made less money. That is a much different violation than modding your war hits or using a private server to practice those war hits. So that's my opinion. I also know that there's people who wish there was a way you could pre-screen your account, or they wish there was a way that you could, Supercell was more open about what they're doing so you would know. And I understand why they don't do any of those things, because no matter what you do, if you disclose more about how you're doing these scans and bans, the more you disclose, the more likely it is that somebody will figure out how to get around them. And if they're very committed to this, you don't want people getting around your scans and bans. So, okay, well, everybody, son of a bee, 9's Aedem, this is the end of my 2 hours of streaming our war. And I want to say thank you to everybody who saved some of their live hits for the stream, because it was way more interesting and way more fun to have live hits happen. Good luck to both clans. We obviously are very close. Very close in terms of our stats here, and this one could go either way. I have to get off and I have to plan my own attack carefully. I would like to contribute to a win instead of causing a loss, so I'll do that, and but I have to do it off stream. So thank you everybody for joining me. I'm gonna sign off. This is Christine the Mean. I hope to see you next time. I hope to showcase the NDL Flyweight Wars with Son of a Bee as much as I possibly can through the season. So thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you next time.